Hey knife enthusiasts, how y'all doing today? Sorry about this video, it's gonna be a little choppy. Something we do with this channel is, it's very real. I don't have any fancy photography, there's no AI. I don't know about you guys, I'm getting really tired of watching videos that are AI. They're getting words wrong, they sound like a robot. Well, it's all real, so if it's not perfect, you'll excuse me, but that's what we're gonna do. Smoking a BOTL, Brothers of the Leaf today. I think this is a limited edition from Drew Estates. It's a little bit weird, actually. Anyway, first part of the video, I'm going to show you some knives, then we're going to do a little chopping. All right, so let's get moving. One of my oldest and favorite choppers. I must have had this thing for about 20 years. This is an old style light kukri from cold steel. You see this over here? Oh, my photography's okay. This is an old carbon V with a nice craton handle on here. I've used this more than I can imagine. I think it's an SK5. Does a great job. That forward weight kukri really does a heck of a job chopping. Second, needs no introduction, the ESEE Junglas. This is an old one. You see it still has all that fancy nice stuff on there. I've used this pretty extensively too. It's a little bit heavier. I don't carry it when I'm going too far because it's heavy, but it's a beast of a chopper. Comes with a really nice sheath. Hybrid over here. Lots of different options to hang it with a nice Kydex sheath. This one comes with a beautiful premium leather sheath. Moving right along, the smallest chopper we have, I didn't do 5 or 6 inch knives, which we know can chop, but started with 7 inch knives, the BK7. Needs no introduction. We'll see how this guy does. Comes with a nice aftermarket leather sheath from somebody named, I have no idea. Anyway, it's a nice sheath. Next, cold steel option, we have a Golok. Golok? This one is an A2, and you see is an upswept end on the end over there. This is when they started getting the sheath set. I hate anybody who watches my videos knows about that, but at least it's a right-handed sheath. Oh no, it's not. It was center and I had to pull it over to the side. Anyway, beautiful sheath, beautifully made, but you know cold steel, we like the old sheaths, which brings us to this. See, you got the upsweep on there, even though this is the original Golok. That was a Golok 2. They make them in A2. It's a much longer, higher, taller knife with a longer handle. This one, though, cool enough, is in 3V. We'll see how this guy does. Next, anybody who watches my videos know that I love the Ivory micarta handles. I just picked this one up in the last run of the Golok 2s. Also fantastic, thick, heavy sheath. Look at that leather. Gorgeous, right? Again, an A2. Kind of wish it was 3V. Not that you need it, like Mike Stewart says, but it's just nice to have. I prefer the chopping power, actually, of the Golok 2 to the Golok. See the difference? I call them a butter knife on hell. From hell, but we'll see how they do. The last knife on this list is a Fiddleback Forge. Andy Roy makes some fantastic knives, all sorts of different steels. This is probably a straight 1095. Look at the beautiful handle work on there. And this sheath comes from Jack Andrus. I got this secondhand, so I don't know if that's how he sold it or that's just how it came. But let's see how they perform now. You ready? Wait. All right, starting with the cold steel kukri. Look at that. A couple chops right through. Moving along, we're going to use the ESEE Junglas. Wow, look at that bite. Wow. Look at that nice clean cut it gives. Really nice. Now the BK7, a little disadvantaged because it's kind of smaller than the other ones. But let's see what happens. Look at this, that was dangerous. Yeah, obviously a lot more effort on this, but it does cut, but it doesn't have the weight of the other ones. Now we're going to use Golok 2. This one has some nice walnut handles on it. Oh yeah, that wants to bite. Look at that. 2 chops. So far the winner. Then we got the old Golok in 3V. A little less weight. Handle's big enough, but less handle too. Wow. Look at that bite through. Okay, either Golok is a beast. And now, let's see how Andy Roy stacks up against everybody over here. This is a much lighter knife, by the way, but it swings nice. It's got a nice long blade on it. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Any of these will do in a pinch. Obviously, have my favorites. Tell us what you think on knifeenthusiast.com. Thanks for watching.